So after we heard the testimonies and we heard seen the text messages that were brought up between Diddy and Cassie, obviously it shows her willingness, to say the least, that she was ready for freak offs. She enjoyed them. She, looked forward to them. They would schedule them. They would look for new people together. And
Right.
then it was noted that after that her and Diddy were no longer exclusive, that she actually came back or cheated on her next boyfriend and even her current husband with Diddy doing the freak offs and all this. So all this is out about Cassie, right? Like, is
Right.
she really a victim? Do they really have enough? Because she's obviously a key factor in
Right.
Diddy's
All of this
case.
stuff.
So what do you guys think? You think she's really a victim in all
This
this?
the thing I want to know. So Diddy had the settlement, whatever what it was, 20 million, $30 million. That should come with an NDA, right? So with that being said, when the federal government comes to you and subpoenas you and saying, "Hey, man, you're a character witness, whatever," you got to do that stuff, whatever, no matter what you
Hmm.
decide. So
Yep.
you got to tell the truth with this stuff or whatever, or your ass can go to jail. You know,
No
if you know
question.
something, that's such a blatant crime and blatant things going on, whatever, like you got to take the stand. You feel me? No matter what kind of agreement that y'all had between each other, federal government coming up, you got to tell the truth. So she's in a rock and a hard place now because I don't think that she was going to double down or whatever with that stuff. I know she was going to have the book coming out. It was a lot of stuff that was coming out, but a lot of the people that did it was messing with had books coming out. Kim Porter, his wife that died, she had a book
Hmm.
coming out. Heavy D had a book coming out before he died. Like all these people had books coming out. Tell all books, man, about this stuff. You feel me? Just the industry,
Hmm.
but Diddy was like the main factor in a lot of this stuff. So he trying to keep his name clean, but at the same time, man, you got too much stuff going on, man. You ain't messed around with the wrong people. So, and Cassie, phew, man, she was so young when Diddy got with her. You know what I'm saying? She said she was coerced in certain ways or whatever. She was so young, like she didn't know how to give head and stuff like that or whatever. Like
Yeah,
he
she was
introduced
groomed. She
him,
was
yeah, right.
drugged.
Like
Yeah.
introduced him
I
to a
believe
lot of that
that.
stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
So a young man with somebody that's so spectacular. You see him on the TV. You see like, oh, he got all this money. He's doing all these luxurious things or whatever. Yeah, you might get starstruck and stuff like that, but you stuck around for 10 years. So
Yep.
that kind of like throws a little slant in that stuff. What you're saying, so that's my only thing with Cassie. Man, I hate that shit, man. She got beat on. I hate anything that happened to her that she didn't want. But at the same time, or whatever, you got to get out of that situation or whatever. As soon as you got the chance, you're supposed to get out that stuff. Not don't wait no 10 years.
There's no doubt about it that Cassie was a victim in this situation. Now, to the extent of actually being sex trafficked and prostituted, I mean, from a lot
Mm-hmm.
of the testimony, it sounded like there was nasty stuff done with her to
Mm-hmm.
the point of how willing she was to do certain things as opposed to not necessarily want to do it. I don't know specifics. I don't care to look into it. So let's take all that, sexcapade shit out of it. We seen what happened to her on video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys think that was the only time that happened? That
No,
might
Hell
not have been the
no.
no.
only time that day that happened. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that alone, the video one time, that makes her a
Right.
victim
That's
in itself.
everything.
So who knows what happened behind closed doors and all that? And I understand that she was, got groomed, coerced, at a young age and all that. And she was going to the freak offs, and maybe she ended up liking it every once in a while. Maybe she likes to
Mm-hmm.
get a little rowdy. Maybe she just,
Right.
she does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but maybe whatever. But that doesn't necessarily mean she was not a victim or was never victimized. There have been cases sometimes when a certain man actually rapes a woman. She knows who it is, and she later on she'll have sex with the same dude.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you know how crazy that was the first time I ever heard it? I think I read that in a book like a long time ago, fresh out of high
Mm-hmm.
school. I'm like, what the fuck is like who would be this stupid? I'm just come
Right.
sitting here victim
Mm-hmm.
shaming, blaming because I'm young, dumb, and I don't know. And then like
Right.
you get older and you meet women who that actually
That does
like
that stuff.
it happened to them, unfortunately.
Yep.
Either that or they know somebody. Women, shout out to the women, bro. They enlighten us about a lot of the shit, bro, that
Right.
keeps you more
That they
open
doing.
than just like a guy's jock state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way deeper than all that. So bottom line, bro, she definitely was a victim, to the extent of like sex trafficking, prostitution, I don't know, but definitely physical abuse,
Right.
verbal abuse and all
Definitely.
the other
A
shit. And
bunch.
Diddy was very controlling and
Mm-hmm.
could definitely end. I mean, where'd her singing career go, man?
Right.
She had the Me and
Yeah.
You and
Mm-hmm. Then she
what?
had like 9 albums or whatever. Did it never put them out?
Come on, man. And he did that with a lot of people too. Boy
Mm-hmm.
bands, girl. Like he did
Yep.
that with a lot of man. People
Right.
been slamming his ass for years over that shit, bro. He ain't the only one, but
Right.
yeah.
They said that making the band, the girl off making the band or whatever, was one of his sex slaves too, Sarah.
Yeah, I did hear that. Yep.
One of the sex slaves, whatever. But I mean, some say willingly, but some say like he hadn't got caught up. She hadn't got caught up with that stuff, like not knowing exactly what's going on, thinking
Well,
he's a nice guy, and
it could be like you guys said, being young and coerced, and they're just naive and all these
hmm
other things. But I look at it as kind of like a husband and wife when, the husband is an abusive person and they're just too scared to get out.
hmm
They're just too scared that they can't even think of a way to get out, even though Cassie probably had her own. I don't actually. I mean, at this point, she probably didn't have access to her own money because Diddy probably paid for everything, so he can
hmm
use that as a control mechanism.
hmm
But she probably did have the means somehow by knowing somebody or something to be able to get out. But it's just one of those things you want to so bad, you just don't know how to do it, and you're scared to do it.
hmm
Now, when she finally did, I don't know what stick broke the camel's back for her to be able to finally leave. But I
Right.
guarantee you she wishes that she probably would have done that way before
Long
when she
time.
did. And I do too. If, like you said, Jordan, I don't condone, anything that she didn't want happen to her. It's
That
very,
sucks. Yeah,
it's
that's fucked up.
disgusting. It's
Yeah.
shameful. It's sad, all the above. But she had to have been also some sort of participant and some
Right.
capacity.
hmm
Because you said earlier, I think Jordan said that there was the text messages that came out showed that she was reaching out to people asking
Right.
them to come over.
Right.
Now, what I would say on the other side of that is Diddy's telling her to do that.
Right.
No
I did.
question.
I did. He's on the phone or something like
Right.
that too. You
Or
know what I'm
it's
saying?
him doing it as
Doing
her.
it. Right.
You just
Exactly.
don't you truly don't know in this
That's
situation.
fair enough.
hmm
But how I see it, she's absolutely a victim until it's proven to me, or like, well, I guess more information comes out shows that she was a willing participant,
Right.
that she's all about that type of life, maybe not all of it, but some or more of or most of it or something like that. But like I said, when you're in that situation, you just don't know how to get out, or you're just scared to get out. And I think that's probably where her brain was. How did she leave him? Did she just up and leave him, or I don't even remember.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I do not know. She
I
got
don't
with
remember.
somebody else, and then now she's married now.
So
So
married to the
Yeah,
dude, to the
yeah.
bodyguard,
Oh, he was a
Alex.
bodyguard.
I think he was a bodyguard for Diddy or something. He used to work for him.
Oh,
He
her
used to work for
husband
Diddy.
now.
shit.
Right. Alex
Oh
Fine.
shit,
That's
I
his
didn't know
name.
that.
hmm
I'm
But
surprised he ain't had
but
that
speaking,
motherfucker killed yet.
bro. But listen, how the hell does he feel hearing about all this stuff that she done
Yeah.
Man,
did?
I'm
You
praying
feel
for
I'm,
that
me?
man.
He sent him out the courtroom while she was doing the testimonies.
oh no,
And
I
man,
heard he walked out.
okay, I thought they sent him out. I think she sent
He
him out.
could be, but from what I remember reading a few days ago, he got up and walked
Oh,
out because it was too
God,
much.
I couldn't do it, dog.
bro,
But and he
how do
did.
you how can you stand to listen to all the things that's been done to this girl and be
Yeah.
like, man, and you worked with him, so you knew some of this stuff was going on anyway, and you still, bro, you tougher than me,
Yeah,
bro. You tougher than
now
me.
Yeah,
knowing
You
I
tougher than
agree.
me.
I didn't know that he was a former bodyguard, so I felt bad
hmm
for the guy. Now that you said that he
It
was
was
a
either a
body.
bodyguard or a trainer. It was one of the two. But he did work with Diddy or whatever beforehand. That's how they
All right,
got to know
now
each other.
if he was a former trainer,
hmm
that might change my perspective just a little bit. But if he was his bodyguard or one of the
hmm
bodyguards or whatever, I mean, you gotta know something.
Right. I'm telling you.
Now, if you're just a trainer, it could be like a weightlifting, the gym and all that
Personal
shit.
trip, right?
You just
Pilates or
might
something.
be associated with him in that capacity, and he might not invite you to his parties. I don't know, or maybe he
I don't
does.
know.
But you got to
I
think.
think that was close though. I think that
But
was
you also
close.
got to think in those houses, he probably has like 50 fucking
100
rooms.
rooms, right? I'm
You
telling you,
literally walk into one room and
underground layers and right for
yeah,
real, secret rooms and everything
you might
else.
walk into a couple rooms and everything's just normal. You
Hmm
see,
Kids
some celebrities in
pictures in
there.
there, right? Exactly. Then you
Yeah,
got
and
then you
and
go underground,
everything's
man. You got the whips and chains and
yeah,
everything else. Astroglide all over.
yep.
Astroglide
Thank you, Uncle
squirt bottles.
Elroy.
Squirt bottles.
Thank
Everybody
you,
get
Uncle Elroy.
astroglided. Squeeze it on everybody. It's a
Yeah,
party.
man, you gotta see it from space. Gotta be
God.
shiny like this.
Hey, they said that man had a bed like in his backyard or something or whatever, and they had like sex parties all in the backyard and shit. This big ass, long ass circle bed, bro, like 100-foot bed or whatever in the middle of his backyard, man. Crazy
Fucking
shit, bro.
crazy.
It's crazy, bro. Like, but man, we knew something was wrong with Diddy though a long time ago. We been knew something was wrong. But all this stuff coming out now, whatever, just further lets us know, man. Woo. Boy, you got a long road ahead, bro.
And I'm
You got a
telling you, it's
long
not
road.
only him. I guarantee you. I also wouldn't be surprised if like Jay-Z is caught up in some of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people I've been hearing here in the past few years say Jay-Z is up on some crazy shit. And did you hear there's a video of Diddy and Jay-Z sharing Beyonce?
Really?
I don't know how accurate it was because the
Oh
still
my
picture
God,
of
man.
it kind of looks fake, but
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fake as
Ain't no
fuck,
telling.
man. I seen
Ain't no
I
that.
don't
telling.
know.
Ain't no telling.
I mean,
Ain't
I
no
wouldn't
telling.
if it happened. It happened. I can't say I would be
Hey man, we
surprised.
all got a
Surprised. I mean,
pass.
because
We all got a pass.
man, look, Jay-Z, Beyonce, they've been at them parties, bro. A lot of high names have been at them parties. It's crazy. LeBron has been at Diddy parties.
Right.
Like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people have been at Diddy parties. It's wild. Like, and I don't even want to fucking know.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
telling
Leave
you.
me the fuck out of it. Any
Mm-hmm.
experience, just don't fucking keep to yourself. How about that? I'm
Right.
praying for all these people involved. God help us all.
Man,
Yes,
for
sir.
real.